Greetings. I'm Thomas Caldwell of the Aurelian Column, and this is the book report. We're going to change format from what you're used to hearing on these reports on Friday. Usually I talk about books that I've read completely and very often are quite old. But given what we're seeing in the headlines and given what we have to learn in order to make important decisions and to, direct things done by the heads of our affairs into a better direction, I thought I'd talk about a book that has just come out, and arguably I haven't read it yet, but I heard so many good things about it from people who had seen it that I thought it would be important to talk about today. The book I'm talking about is called Highway to Hell: The Armageddon Chronicles, 2015 to 2024 by Scott Ritter. Now, you might have heard of Scott. He's very much a prominent person you'll see up on YouTube. He's a former United Nations arms inspector, no stranger to the intelligence community, a former Marine, and very outspoken as to what is going on between the United States, Russia, the Middle East, and all sorts of places. He's not exactly popular inside the Beltway, and in fact, the FBI have raided this guy. He's had his passport taken away. I don't know if it's been given back to him, but he has this thing against nuclear war, and he is quite convinced that we're on a runaway train. I've followed his stuff for years. I've never met him, never corresponded with him, but the man knows what he's talking about pretty much. And given the way people are playing with nuclear weapons, not literally, but figuratively, and hopefully it won't get literal, I think it's important to learn about where we have gotten to and how we can probably get out of it. It's not known to the average American, but throughout most of the Cold War, and even well past it, nuclear arms control was a very important thing the U.S. government was engaged in. But as of now, we don't really have much controlling that. Now, this is a book that's just come out, but it's very timely. I've read excerpts from it, and mine is on its way. But enough people I know and trust say you really got to read this because people really have to wake up as to what's going on and what potentially could happen. I don't want to be a fearmonger, but reading is not just for fun. It's also for education, and sometimes education is more urgent and more timely than most of us would be comfortable with. So I suggest you get this book. It's available in paperback and in Kindle. It's up on Amazon and the usual places. It was put out by a company called Clarity Press. It's not very long. It's only about 172 pages, which would make it an easy one-day read if you want to put your time into it. But the reason that Mr. Ritter put this book out is because of the urgent need for people to talk and discuss, especially with people in power, about the real matters of the day, which is the future existence of the human species. Anyways, that is a bit off the beaten track of what you're used to here, but sometimes you have to read things, even if they're not pleasant. Again, the book is Highway to Hell: The Armageddon Chronicles, 2015 to 2024 by Scott Ritter. It's currently available up on Amazon, even though the official publication date is not until June 15th. They've let it out early. Publisher is Clarity Press. That's it for today. If you appreciate my work, please like, subscribe, and share. Share with your friends and share with your enemies, especially since nuclear war would affect them as well. I can be reached at feedback@aureliancolumn.com. That's feedback@aureliancolumn.com. I'm up on X. My handle there is MICCAMPEN. That's MICCAMPEN. This podcast originates at Substack. My handle there is aureliancolumn.substack.com. Until we meet again, be good, be safe, be vigilant, and keep reading. Good day.